today. I will talk about each and every project, okay? Especially, I will talk in detail about the latest projects, what you have done, how you can say that, what have you done at that project and stuff. And I have not prepared resume notes for some of the people, but I will create resume notes for you also. The same way for the last two projects, and references also I can provide you, okay? Right. So let's go with Srikanth Reddy resume. So this resume says that
Venkatesh
you
will be
have
joining in 2 minutes.
no problem. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this resume says that you have. So I think most of the roles and responsibilities are same for all the people. Means you guys worked on. It says you guys worked on Salesforce, Apex, VF pages, Apex classes and controllers, controller classes, and extension classes, triggers, web services
Srikanth
API.
can't hear the
Yes.
class.
I can hear, but are you viewing your screen?
Give me a second. I'm sharing my screen. Oh, sorry. Yeah, can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You can check your resume from your side, from your end also. Can you mute again from your end? If you have any questions, you can block me at any point of time.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So this resume says that you have 7 years of experience, and I think most people have the same experience. Like all the three are using 7 years of experience. Okay. And you guys saying that you have good experience on Apex language, programming language, VF pages, classes, Apex classes, custom controller classes, extension classes, triggers, web services API. Okay, and I'm going to mean so you have the cheat sheet for APIs. SOAP API means for REST APIs how to use that with Salesforce, and component how to use Salesforce. We have component, we have tags, components, okay, tabs, Salesforce tabs, custom objects. It's easy to create in simple configuration, clicking on tabs and custom objects in Schema Builder. And as controls, yes. The people who are working from 2009 or 2010, yes, they might have some idea about S controls, because that's the last year where Salesforce stopped the S controls, support S controls option. So from that on, you cannot create new S controls. For those projects who are already using S controls, yes, they can use it. But for the new customers, they are not allowing to use S controls in their system. Okay. The reason why is VF pages use advanced programming than S controls. With less effort, you can create awesome pages. So VF pages is replacing S controls. S controls is like a simply JavaScript code. You can validate and do something with S controls. Okay. But you said that you have good idea on S controls also, but you can. That's simply like a JavaScript code. Okay. But you can't modify. Means for those who are customers of Salesforce before 2010, yes, we can use S controls now also, because they support backward compatibility latest versions. And SOQL and SOSL is Salesforce object query language and such language, and reports, analytical snapshots and dashboards. You have really good idea on this part, right? So, and in these 7 years, you are saying that you have 5+ years on Salesforce platform, Sales Cloud and Service Cloud modules. So, thinking on the customer, you have to figure out whether you have worked on Sales Cloud or Service Cloud. For suppose coming to the client called Novelis, okay, this is your latest client. So what you are saying is, yes, we built generic CRM with most of the Salesforce standard Salesforce. So with most of the standard Salesforce features for managing users, okay. No need to put this for managing users. You have built generic CRM with most of the Salesforce standard features. Okay, we even built oh, custom application for inventory management. We also implemented mobile-ready Salesforce sales service application for their field sales and service set using Salesforce for mobile application. So this customer wants to go on mobile, so we have implemented sales as well as service, both applications. In this scenario, you can say that we implemented very basic features of sales and service as you were talking on both the applications, right? You can say that we have automated some sales process, we have automated again service process, and not only the things on sales and service, but you can say that we also developed some custom VF pages, okay, controller classes for some custom requirements on the screen on the page, uh, uh, according to your business needs. So, but because as you are a Salesforce developer, you have to target, means you have to show them that you've done some Apex work, VF work, and on the completely coding part a lot. And you can also show them that you have really good command on administration also. That's the reason in each and every project you can see good. You have added the roles and responsibilities of reports, dashboards, validation rules, formula fields, and security options like profiles, roles, and public groups also. And even the objects also work with various Salesforce objects like leads, accounts, contacts, and opportunities. Means you are customizing these objects, okay? And you might have done some VF based on account and contact objects also, opportunity campaign. It depends on your customer requirement, okay? So the technologies you have used in this project, you are specifying that you worked on Salesforce platform. Obviously, you are when you are trying to build custom objects and custom pages, you have to use Salesforce platform. Apex along with VF pages is required when you are trying to develop things with Salesforce. Data loader for doing migrations to your Salesforce QA sandboxes for testing your application with some data. Okay. Okay. Salesforce Apex triggers. When we use Apex triggers, so you have to pick some scenarios. Keep some scenarios in your mind. When they ask you, tell me some real-time scenarios where you worked on Apex triggers. Yes, you can say that. Yeah, I worked on Apex triggers when I'm trying to create a lead object. I'm trying to create the inquiries also along with this, because out of leads coming to my system, some people are simply inquiring the prices. They don't want to become the customers. That's the reason I want to split leads and inquiries, okay, with a trigger. Whenever it's a small customer who is not intended to buy the product, you can consider that as an inquiry. Some type of scenario means, in this case, whenever you are creating a lead, if the lead is under some score, means you generally assign some score for each and every lead. The score depends on the company size, the customer, means the profile of the customer, the profile of the lead, what the information of the lead who is entering. Okay, so if this guy is a very small guy who cannot afford your products, you can say that it's an inquiry. So you can automatically create you can run a trigger after insert. After insert, you can create an inquiry. Okay, similar means these people you are going to so you know that these people don't want to buy projects, simply they are inquiries. The type of scenarios you can run it. And for validations, advanced validations, you have to use triggers. Think on validation scenario also when you are trying to speak with your vendors. Yeah, again, if you want to speak to me, just put down some messages on the chat. I will speak to you. Okay. Currently, I'm using only the microphone. And what is UAT? UAT is user acceptance testing. So what happens is, before deploying to production, So there are some demo users. Okay, you have to create demo users in the QA sandbox and upload some required data into the system. So these there are people who used to run this as a end user in this demo organization, means QA sandbox. As I'm creating some demo users, these demo users can test user acceptance testing. Okay, so sometimes in some small projects you have to do these things on your own. You have to personally test users acceptance testing. But if you are working in big projects, yes, there is a special team for that. That guys will be so you guys helping them to, you guys are going to create the separate users for them, demo users, and that guys are going to log in with that and try the system as end users. They will try all the options what you have done in this module. If they are having any issues, performance issues are taking some time, okay, if your action is trying to show some error on some scenarios, yes, they will put down all these things in test on the test results, and they will create some defects in your system in the product management tool, where you have to fix it again immediately before the release. Okay, and again send this again to the UAT. Until and unless they approve the product, you can't move this thing to the other sandbox. Okay, that is full copy sandbox. Again, there is one more level of testing going on at full copy sandbox. The full copy sandbox will be having a lot of data, the real data from your production. You're going to refresh that data from the production organization whenever you are trying to, means every 6 months generally I can say. So means your at least your system, the sandbox system, will be having latest 6 months data. Okay, so each and every organization can have multiple sandboxes and one production. There are some companies who uses different production organizations. For suppose some organizations, some companies, what they will do is they will use Salesforce different instance for North America countries. Okay, they use different instance for UK, Europe. For APAC they use different instance, and finally they will connect all these instances with group organization. Okay, they will connect them. Okay, and some people, small companies, what they will do, they use only one edition, one production edition. Okay, for all the employees across the globe, and they create different profiles for different people. Okay, so each and every production can have at least one sandbox. Okay, very small projects will be having only one sandbox, quickly develop things, deploy to production after 75% test coverage. So you can talk about test classes when you're talking about Apex work. You talk about triggers, you talk about VF pages, tags, you talk about Apex classes, controller classes, helper classes, means the people you're using, you're calling these classes from other classes, from triggers or from controller classes and extension classes. All are Apex classes only. Okay, anyway. And you can talk about when you are talking about sales, you can see that we have generated multiple web to lead forms for the company, and so we added some scripts which will automatically analyze how many people are viewing this, means how many people have visited this. All scripts in Salesforce, we are generating that report, and what is the turn up ratio from viewing to submission of the form. And whenever they are submitting something, okay, we are trying to show some dynamic written URLs. Okay, or suppose if there is a sales data, we are trying to show some sales page which is completely developed on Salesforce sites. Okay, some custom page which shows the videos about the sales. For suppose if they are looking for a product that is HR management product, after submitting the information about their self in a lead, I'm taking them to the HR product videos, HR product PDF documents about your product, customer success videos and stuff. So they'll be impressed about your customer stories, and they can become your customer by seeing their stories. Okay, and so coming down to the project description, it's clearly mentioned here in this project description. So the company, industry, and their headquarters. I mean, sometimes, and you can even know about what these guys are manufacturing also, and why we are using CRM for this. So you are going to build CRM for managing their sales and service people. You have also built some inventory management application to manage inventories of this company. Okay, in a Salesforce custom application. Means when you are talking about inventory management, yes, it's not available by sales, it's not given by Salesforce, right? You are building it on your own. You have to talk about that, and you have added the mobile components also here. Means you're saying that you are using Salesforce One mobile application for this customer, so you need to know a little bit about Salesforce One also, how to add VF pages to the Salesforce One mobile application, and how to add global actions and stuff. These are simple options, okay? And don't worry about the general software, means roles and responsibilities like UML diagrams. You won't be doing it anyway, okay? So the designs, means the functional doc may contain some UML diagrams by your consultant who don't have really good experience on the technology that is in Salesforce. They generally give everything in your class diagrams and UML diagrams, means the data modeling stuff. You build your Salesforce data model with this data model, okay? By simply seeing the data model of the functional in the functional document, you can build easily, okay? And you said that you have good experience even in Informatica on-demand ETL tool, means it's Informatica cloud. On-demand means it's cloud application. For real-time data integration, yes, you could do real-time data integration with Informatica cloud. So I can tell in simple 2 lines. Informatica cloud, if you buy the licenses of that, you can connect your Salesforce instances with other applications. For suppose there is an application that is SAP, which is used in your company, and for CRM you're using Salesforce. If you want to keep all the accounts in sync, all the contacts in sync in both the systems, that is the ERP tool and in CRM tool, ERP and CRM are both are different, okay? Don't consider them as same. ERP is for internal employee management, okay? Enterprise resource planning. You manage your products, you manage your inventory, you manage your people. You're going to manage your finance team and pay slips, financial documents and everything. You're going to manage your materials. You're going to manage your um, supply chains, okay? Everything. Again, this ERP is again splitting into small parts, okay? So sales, marketing, call center, it's completely part of CRM part, right? So, but the accounts are same in both the systems, okay? Here we are using accounts to talk to them, to reach them, okay? But coming down to SAP, you deal with accounts for billing them, for sending invoices to them, that type of scenarios, okay? Some people need strong ERP module, some people need very strong CRM module. But most very big companies, most of them will use both the tools. In that cases, you use Informatica Cloud to connect, to make both the accounts in sync in both the systems. If some guy is adding new information to account object in SAP, yes, I'm going to migrate my SAP, means the new data in Salesforce, to even in SAP. And if I'm maintaining some central database, yes, I want to even replace the old record in that with the new record coming from Salesforce. Again, if there are multiple systems, you have to consider one of them as a master and other things are slaves. Means whenever if there is the same data in the system, what to override, okay, which system should give high preference. That is decided by the master and slave. So in these cases, you can maintain some central database where whenever you are trying to create changes in Salesforce system, it immediately saves things to the central database. That will trigger some changes in all other systems also. Same thing whenever you're trying to do some changes in a SIP system, same thing happens here also. So all the things are in sync. So for maintaining this, you can use Informatica Cloud. So the Informatica Cloud it's a ETL tool. The full form of this is extraction, transforming, and extraction transforming language, okay, tool. So extraction, you're getting the data, you are transforming the data, and it's a ETL tool, yeah, and you are migrating the data to the system. So this is useful for data migrations, okay. This is called data warehousing. So the similar tool which is used by most Salesforce customers is there's another tool called cast iron. You can speak about that also, but you don't say that I have good experience on that. You say that I helped the cast iron team in creating the fields from Salesforce side. I closely worked with the team. I have a little idea about the tool as well. If you say that, yes, so even though if they have some requirement in the similar lines, yes, so they will consider you as the representative from the Salesforce point of view, okay. Yeah, there won't be any problem, Venkatesh. There won't be any problem. So I'll take your resume, okay. I'll check whether what's happened to your resume. So do you have since 6 on Salesforce and total years of 7 years of experience? That's okay. So most of the people on the temp resumes, the only first project is Java. The remaining all projects are Salesforce. Okay. Even though if you're keeping less experience in Salesforce, they are not going to consider your resume. That's the reason only one project, like 1 to 2 years on Java, and the remaining things completely is on Salesforce. I kept in the same way for all the people. And again, I can't keep in the same format for all the people. That's the reason I changed it to 1 year for different people. 5+ for some people, 6+ for some people. Okay, I think it's random. No issues at all with that. And you are saying that you have strong experience on AppExchange applications. Means you don't have technically, but because you cannot see the AppExchange applications code from your end, only the AppExchange ISV partner only can see this. Who developed that application only can see that. But you have, means what you are saying is you are trying to install some applications for your customer. First, suppose if your customer says, hey, I'm in need of some application which helps me to, so if he's asking some application which helps them to see all the accounts, contacts, leads, and any other objects data which are nearby their location when they are traveling. Some field sales application. Means what is a field sales application? The sales reps are traveling on the road. The mobile application has to show some recommendations to you. The people who are nearby can directly drag and drop people and create meetings with your calendar. And that's what you want to do if that is the requirement. So first of all, business people will think whether this product will help them, means the features will help them or not. They want to try at least, okay. So if you think that is really tough to build on your own and it takes more time, they will think of installing some AppExchange applications. They will ask developers to try some applications in the market and ask to demo them. So you can try some applications by installing 2 or 3 applications in the same line, the field sales applications, and show the demo to your customer. In this case, you are installing the applications in your system, developer sandboxes or your personal sandboxes, and you are trying all the options available with that and trying showing the demo to them. Means that's some knowledge of applications in installing, trying the demo things. Okay, that's especially part of admin job. But if you said that you have good experience in AppExchange application development, then you have to clearly know about AppExchange app publishing. Sorry, first of all, developing thing completely and creating packages and managing. Taking namespace, uploading it to Salesforce AppExchange server, and adding components to the package, versioning, patching, all this stuff. That's some different advanced skill. So this is completely done by the ISV partners who are going to build apps for AppExchange. Okay. Salesforce have two levels of partnership with companies. One is consulting partners. These companies will work with customers to implement their requirements. ISV partners will work on their applications and they sell these applications to the customers. Okay. And you know about completely about administration topics. So again, whenever you take an interview, keep your organization open and expand all the setup options by clicking on expand all on the top button. Under the search, there is expand all button, collapse all button. Click on expand all. It opens all the options in the setup. Just like it will show all the options. Then whenever they are asking about security or topics, you can simply read out the things, what you can do with security, what you can do with managing users, what you can do with workbench stuff. Options you can simply, if you read out that stuff, yes, they are happy with this. Even you can use it, even for vendor calls also, you have to be very proactive. And in this resume, you says that you have worked on SOAP and web services also, that you can try. I have explained you the basic, I think, 2 classes for till now on this, right? You can simply go with that. You can say that I have done some REST services for sharing some data to other system, and I also done some requirement which shares data into my system also by parsing the data from the other system, okay, from the other services. That's it. And these are the technologies what you are good at, Salesforce technologies. Okay. So if you have any issues with any of the keywords which you haven't learned about, seen before, means if you don't know about the topic, just ask me now. I can quickly tell in 2 minutes about that, because most of the topics you are really good. I mean, at least know about the topic, how to do and why we use that at least. Web technologies, JavaScript, XML, XSL, HTML, XHTML, CSS. I don't know what's exactly XSL, so that's the reason I'm removing this. If you want to explore, you can just explore. Okay. Operating systems, good at this. If you don't have any idea about these 2 things, leave this off. Solaris is the enterprise operating systems. Most companies, means enterprise systems, will use this. Now most people are using Linux. Okay. Solaris is by Red Hat. Okay. Solaris, I think, Oracle product. Okay. Programming languages: C, Java, PL, SQL, and web servers. You have means you're saying that you have idea about these web servers. You can use any of this in your requirement when you are trying to develop Java applications. Coming down to Salesforce, you don't need any of this because everything is managed by the cloud vendors, that is Salesforce. Okay, and your professional experience starts from here. Want to keep it in the next page. This is your first project. This is this company is American aluminum company, and again, each and every company need to manage their customers for sending closing opportunities, for selling products, for calling them, all this stuff, for sending emails about your orders and invoices stuff. So you're doing for that. And for suppose if you're having a sales reps and service reps who travel to your customers and know about the issues what they are facing about your company products, yes, you are going to use these applications for them. That's what you're saying here. Coming down to the next project in the resume, that is Ericsson. Okay, so I'm telling very generally to all the people. Okay, so this is the company name, this is the city and state, this is the role what you have worked on, this is the time. So if you feel that the time what you worked on this is too less or too more, you can modify it. I think you have many projects in this, but other people have 2 to 3 years of projects. If you have problem with the dates also, just reach out to me, because all the dates should be connected. You should not keep any gap between the projects wise. Okay, all the dates should be connected. And yeah, you have a lot of projects than other people. Srikanth, some people have less projects because yeah, it depends, because some projects will be going on for 2 years, the bigger projects. Smaller projects will be done in 2 months. Okay, coming to my resume, I have done projects for 2 months, and I have from 2012 starting to 2013 ending, I have done around 14 to 15 projects. I have kept each and everything in my resume, which makes my resume too big. Okay, but most people who are working with some consulting companies, yeah, they go in very slow fashion, and okay, and it may go up to. So when I'm working, some of my friends who are working for some big customers like Pfizer and Accenture, they go on working on this project for 3 years. Okay, don't worry about the timing, number of projects in your project. Okay, coming down to the other customer. So you're talking about your customer here in the first 2 to 3 lines, and later on at the last line or last 2 lines, you are talking about what you have done for your project. You are simply saying that you have using CRM, Salesforce for their CRM, and you are extending it. Okay, we are enhancing the application. We are enhancing the CRM application. Okay, means so there is already a CRM application developed by your previous team in previous phase, but you are extending it by adding a lot of other new features and lot other new requirements from the customer. Okay, these are all the things what you have done at this customer. You are going to use the agile methodology. So this is some project management way. Okay, some people in the olden days used to follow waterfall model, and these days most people are using agile. But sometimes most people are saying that they are agile, but they generally follow the hybrid model, the combination of waterfall and agile. Scrum. Agile means Scrum implementation. Okay, Scrum project Scrum project Scrum project management. And you're saying that you have good idea about object-oriented analysis design. Okay, and reviewing the system and reviews and use case specifications using UML. Means you are doing some design work initially, and later on you started working on the sales service code implementation for this current customer. So means you specially worked on service module in this project, because there will be multiple people. So you might be working only on the service modules. The other people might be working on the sales modules. Okay, you can speak about that. And Amazon Seattle. So you worked for this customer. Even Amazon also uses Salesforce for some of their internal applications. Yes. You're saying integrated Salesforce with the end system, maintained a record of customer information, kept contacts up to date. Okay, you are maintaining this to maintain the proper customer records in the Salesforce CRM system. Okay, integrated the central database. Integrated with integrated your yeah integrated your Salesforce CRM system with the central database enabled employees to get up-to-date data from and latest information at single place in a 360-degree view format. Okay, because when you open a customer record, you can see all the cases, all the contacts, all the payments what they have done, all the shipping details what they have, their system, each and everything you can track in a single page. Okay, and which is easy to develop in Salesforce. That's what you have managed here in this project, and you're using some Informatica on-demand cloud tool again for data migrations from Oracle DB to Salesforce, because as you said that you are maintaining some central database in Amazon, that you are migrating from that system to Salesforce every time the latest data coming from the customers. So customers are buying products from the Amazon store. It's a portal, the public portal, e-commerce portal. Whenever customer is buying some data, some products on the system, you're going to sync it to the Salesforce system also. Yeah, so you can tell that. So dealers, instead of dealers, I can talk about resellers. Okay. So Amazon will be having some sellers. Okay. Sellers are the people who put products on Amazon and they will sell it. Okay. I'm talking about seller detail page. So you are going to manage sellers also in Salesforce system. Okay. So if I am having some medical products, yes, I generally sell them on Amazon at some discounted rate so that I'll be getting some customers from Amazon, eBay, and stuff, lot other e-commerce tools. So they are simply platforms to sell your products. Okay, you can even put down your products also on Amazon store. That's what you're saying. Okay, and coming down to Coca-Cola, yes, you need some CRM to manage their sales. What happens here is your customers are hotels, restaurants and people. So you carry some iPad, and so these people are really using Salesforce for filling the inventory to the restaurants. They simply carry the iPad and check whether stock is available in the stores or restaurants or not. If they are having less stock, they'll take the orders directly from the iPad, and automatically the next day or the same day, the inventory guy will fill up the empty empty slots in the restaurants. Means they will fill up with all the new inventory from the company, from their factory. Yeah. So means they need some strong sales and marketing application on their iPads. Means you can even use the Salesforce one or some custom mobile application. So before Salesforce one, they used to build some custom application that's built by Salesforce team only for them to access all this data on their mobile, on the iOS app, iPad app, or the mobile thing. So for that, you can see that I have worked on CSS custom VF pages to add items to the VF Salesforce for mobile applications, and you can also see that I have worked on responsive web design for that. Okay. Coming down to Wells Fargo, yes. So most of the roles and responsibilities here, what you are mentioning in the project, yes, you only show the important roles and responsibilities in your summary. Very detailed way, very important roles you are showing in there. Okay. Coming down to Wells Fargo, this is the finance customer, and it's a really big customer. So they are also using Salesforce for managing their customers, for managing the issues of the customers, for Service Cloud, for profiles, customer profiles. How is their social security score? Social security means all this stuff. Okay, and you can also send some detailed reports on their purchases and email automation with their CRM tool. Any promotions on stuff you can do with this. And Wells Fargo is currently from my understanding I know my friend who is working with this company. They are building some integrations with other banking applications. Okay, they are building some integrations with internal tools to share the information between the tools to do application integration. They are doing some application integrations. Okay, they are doing that work. And coming down to the environment, what you are using in, you have to put down Eclipse plugin in all the projects. I have added that. Even you have to talk about this when you are trying to talk about the development. Okay, most developers will use this tool for developing their Apex or modifying it or enhancing it. Okay, VF pages and stuff. Coming down to the Century link, this is the this is the internet provider company in the United States, and you are a Salesforce administrator there. This is the first project. This is your first project. Okay, and you have done very basic reports and dashboards, data modeling, field creation, automation with workflow rules, approval. You can talk about that in the first project. But as you are newly joined in Salesforce, yes, you are completely working on the administration part. Later on, you can slowly you slowly move to the development related stuff. That's the reason you are developer from the next project. Okay. And in this project, you are both developer and administrator. Why you are using both these things is, if you are working on more developer activity, more than 30%, yes, you can add the developer role also in your current project role of that project. And the last project says that you are a JSP, means Java J2E developer. So I can't make you the senior developer in the first stage only. So I'm keeping you. So on the tools, what you're using here is this. We don't ask questions about this, but at least you should know very basic things about this, at least the naming terminologies. They don't ask at all. 1% chances of asking questions on Java if he's the Java guy who is interviewing you. Okay, less than 1%. They might ask you most of the questions from the last project, the current project, what you are doing. The project end date should be till date. If you are having end date, please remove that and keep it till date here. Okay. So in this project, you are migrating from Microsoft Dynamics tools. That's the reason you mentioned it, or you can even remove that also. So you have good idea about Microsoft Dynamics CRM also. This is the similar tool by Microsoft, but I think you can say that we are migrating from Salesforce to Microsoft Dynamics. Sorry, we are migrating from Salesforce. Sorry, you are migrating from Dynamics CRM to Salesforce. From MS Dynamics CRM to Salesforce. MS Dynamics is it's a complete enterprise tool for ERP, CRM, and stuff. So yeah, good to go. And I will explain the other resume. If you have any issues again in this resume, just let me know. Okay. And going to go down to my folder. I'm going to quickly about the some unique roles. Yeah, and what I'm doing is I'm going with the Venkatesh resume. Later on, I will talk to Srinath's resume also. I'm opening Venkat's resume now. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So your resume says that you have 7+ years on IT and 5+ years on Salesforce. And if it is 6 years, yes, you can mention 6 years also. Just I haven't counted properly. I'll do that. So you are saying all the main summary is same for all the people, but in a framing is a different way. You talk about Apex Core, Visual Force pages, custom controllers, Okay, and rules and security things and important objects of Salesforce. You have really worked on that, and Eclipse IDE, administration setup, data loader, relationship, okay, relationship in data modeling and relationships, and good idea on object-oriented programming languages like Java and Apex, good idea on web technologies like HTML, XML, JavaScript, JSP, good idea on software development lifecycle analysis, requirement, design analysis, requirement gathering. You should keep the requirement thing first, but anyway, no issues at all. Uh, Development and enhancements, testing, deployment, and maintenance of enterprise applications. Yes, Salesforce applications are enterprise applications, and having good experience for working closely with the business team. These are very general roles, and committed team player about your work culture and thing. These are all the general CRM tools, Salesforce.com and technologies are this, and API tools means you are going to connect with Salesforce with Eclipse, Apex Explorer with API, okay, offline edition. These are all uses API, Salesforce API. You are going to put on your username, password, and token for that. Security token of 25-digit code. Okay, these are the API tools. But anyway, it looks very different from other resumes. I have to do the changes because if I'm doing everything in the same format, yeah, they think that yeah, these people are doing some fake resumes. So there's a lot of difference between each and every person's resume here. And talking about the professional experience, you have worked with this company. This is the educational customer where they provide apps for universities. Okay, for profiling students, for building student profiles, university profiles, and suggesting the good universities for their skills and stuff. From my understanding, these companies do that work, and you are building tool for them for managing the students, for managing the colleges and stuff, their profiles, and you also do automation for sending down some emails, for showing some views with the VF pages, custom user interface thing with VF pages. So sometimes use Apex classes for supporting this VF page also. Okay, and sandbox testing. Yeah, each and every day you work on sandboxes. You don't work on production. You generally deal with production only at the end of the project. While deploying things what you have developed in developer sandbox, you will be deploying it finally to the production sandbox after multiple levels of testing with QA sandbox and full copy sandbox. Okay. Sometimes we generally use only full copy sandbox for the very quick changes. You develop things there immediately, test it immediately in the same organization, deploy, write proper test classes, deploy to production. That's for very quick fixes. For the actual development lifecycle, we start from developer sandbox, test in QA sandbox. It depends again. You can have a number of multiple sandboxes also for testing, for developing things also. So this project starts from March 13th and October 13th. Make sure every project will be having the connected dates. If it's ending in October, the other project must start in October or at least in November. Most of the time I gave October, November like this, but some projects I gave as October and October because we're ending this project on 14th of October and you might be joining the project in 21st of October in the same month. Sometimes you can consider that as October, November also. No issues at all. And the roles and responsibilities are same again. You talk about this customer. This company is an electric power company and they manage their customers. These people will sell electricity to multiple big vendors and big people, okay? Or even to the governments also. They have to manage each and everything, the demand planning, what customers is asking for, how much megawatts and all this stuff. You manage in CRM system, okay? You manage your customers directly from your sales cloud. You're going to support them with your service cloud. You're going to automatically send some messages based on the demand. If you're hiking some price up, you're going to send out some emails to all your customers. That's all you can tell about this customer. So we have references for this. So that's the reason we are using these projects. Don't worry about the references. I can provide to you. And here you have worked on data loading part and stuff. So everything you know about all these tasks, and you know how to send, trigger some emails from the system, and do some approval process and automation. Yes. And WellCare health plans. This is a healthcare means Medicare company who sells medical plans, Medicaids. Okay. So these people will maintain the profiles of their customers. They sell some plans. They sell some insurance plans type of thing to the physicians and employees, associates of the companies. Okay. So this is like insurance company who sell Medicaid and Medicaids care plans to more than 2.2 million users. So each and every customer needs reporting and dashboards also. So that role you have seen, the responsibility you have seen in that project, that's come down to that part comes to the configuration part only. Okay, but still it's drag and drop and it's easy to develop, right? The reports and dashboard. So the roles are same again, coming to the same roles from the previous projects or from previous resume also. T-Mobile, it's a American means network provider, wireless network provider. Okay, so they need CRM for better supporting. Okay, and running email campaigns. Sorry, and running some advertisements and campaigns from your system. So these guys will move strong service cloud modules. AT&T or T-Mobile, any people, right? They want strong service modules. Okay, then sales modules. Okay, and these people will have sales people who travel with iPads on installation. That comes into sales support only, sorry, service support only, installation team like this. So if you know, if you are ordering some product from AT&T, yes, that guy will come with your iPad. So they use Salesforce for that. Okay, they might have customized the complete application which looks very differently, which connects with Salesforce with the APIs. And you worked on this part, this customer. You can talk about the service thing instead of sales. So yeah, sometimes you can also use strong sales cloud for different need. For suppose if T-Mobile is offering services to companies, big companies for enterprise partnerships, saying, hey, for all your employees, we provide some T-Mobile connection for all your salespeople, for all your employees. Yes, coming down to Salesforce company, yeah, they buy AT&T, they are AT&T customers. They buy complete plans for all their employees from AT&T. In India, they got it from Vodafone. So that's the enterprise partnerships. So T-Mobile might have using the CRM for the sales application. It seems that's the reason I'm using the sales roles here. Okay, I'm using account opportunities and stuff. We can talk about that. And Merck Pharmaceuticals. This is a pharma company where you're using CRM for selling your products for to doctors and to hospitals. So yeah, this is a pharma customer. Your customers are hospitals and hospitals and doctors who recommend tablets of your company to you their patients. And don't worry about the roles. I mean, product description for the whole people. Okay, I think this product description is there for this project, and this is a product description for the whole projects. No worries about that. Merck Pharmaceuticals. Yeah, I will try to add the roles and responsibilities for this project. Sorry, the product description for this project, and I will let you know. Okay, I will share that to you, Venkat. And coming down to Java, no need of putting this again. No need again for the old projects. If you want that, we can work on that also. This project you work from India, and later on this also you worked from India. No, you work in US. I can say that you were working with some consulting company. You started project working with this company in India, and you moved out in the mid of this project to United States. You moved out to Rahway, New Jersey. You can talk about that. Means you moved in between July 2009 to October 2010 to US. The second project. Your employer have migrated you with H1 to United States. You can talk about that. And that information I can clearly provide in the resume notes. Okay, sorry. Yeah, see, Venkat, most people are using the same profile resumes. Okay, so yeah, as you were, most of the people in this training, right? They have 7 years of experience with 5+ to 6 years on Salesforce. Okay, close to 8 years they have each and
Yeah,
every
but
person have 8 years.
hello, Venkat. Yeah.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you're saying 7+ years. Yeah, can I survive this? Survive in the job?
Yeah, that's yeah. Means we have to work hard.
Uh,
Yeah, so we'll help you to explain things, do work properly in the project. Okay,
yeah,
don't worry about that because most people who are don't know anything, they are keeping 7 years of experience for getting proper calls. If you're giving less experience like 4 years or 5 years, you don't get a proper calls. You're going to lose what 60 to 70% of the calls directly from in that way only. Once you got the calls properly, if you answer, I mean, as you're keeping 7 years of experience, you have to answer in the same way in the interview. If they are happy with that, they will take you.
yeah,
Okay, and yes, you have to you have to work a lot in the first 6 months
yeah,
because you are taking a lot of extra risk, right? Because you were saying that you have 7 years of experience, but you really don't have any experience on IT.
yes,
So
yeah,
you generally trained on Salesforce. You know some options, what to do or what not to do.
yeah,
So
sure,
that won't matter at all, okay? So, but if you're taking risk at all, you'll be really happy after 6 months. So most people, like
okay,
even Java, if you consider, right, they have if they have less requirements, right, they get job after 8 months after they're putting the resume in the market. After 8 months also, they might lose one or two jobs in the initial thing, and they will survive after second job or third job. It happens for most of the people, but coming down to Salesforce, yes, if you are really working hard and if you're struggling, means if you're working hard on the Apex work a lot in this training period only, you can really survive from the first project also if you take proper support. Because Salesforce organization can be accessible from anywhere. Means I'm not asking you to share the username and password to some third party guy. That might give some big problem to you because it's easy to see who is logging in from which location also from Salesforce. So don't share your login, but simply you can ask some support by taking some screen shares help. That works. If you have any quick questions, you can ask by phone. Okay. So means initially the work done by the 7 years old guy in 4 hours, it may take 8 hours for you. You have to explore because everything is in uh, every option is open. You can have detailed help from us, even from your team also. If you have questions, means the main thing is you have to ask a lot of questions when you are taking requirement. That's the main uh, thing, the project. If you're not asking any questions, means you are not understanding the requirement properly. You can't explain the same requirement to the person who is helping you on support. That will give means if they are saying something X thing, you will do only 40% of that. Again, they ask you to do the changes. That will make a lot of waste of project time. So in that cases, they'll feel unhappy about you. So if you clearly understand the requirements, make sure that you understand the requirements properly and try to explain the same thing to your support guy, so that will help you. And even if you know that requirement properly, you can also do on your own, try on your own in the daytime. After coming to your office, just try out some possible ways of connecting to the support guy, take some help from him, the best suggestions, how to do start with and where to, then you can try on your own again. That way, if you struggle for 3 to 4 months, yes, you can go ahead. No issues, okay? Because people who don't know nothing, like you also, they kept around 7, 8 years, 9 years also of experience in Salesforce. And last option is, means the last project of your resume is SQL developer. It says that you are worked on performance tuning, and you can say it like this, okay? You can tell that query optimization, building optimizer queries for your company. You can say that you have worked as a DB also in the first 1 year or first 2 years. Means here you are worked for 2 years in this project. The remaining 5+ years is on Salesforce on all these projects. Okay, the roles and responsibilities clearly says that you are SQL. Yeah, but coming down as you are applying for Salesforce roles, your professional summary should more align to the Salesforce roles only. But you can say that you have good experience in even in sales SQL also. Okay, proficiency, database languages, performance tuning. Okay, performance tuning is increasing the performance of the queries. Okay, the system. I'm saving your profile, and I will share you the updated resume to you, to the marketers also. Let's go with another resume for the last few minutes. Okay. So after this class, you can go ahead with the resume. You can go through each and every project, know about the customer, because you are going to speak that you worked on these projects from tomorrow, from at least from Monday. Okay, you know ready. Yeah. So Srinath also is having 7+ years of experience, but I haven't clearly mentioned that experience of Salesforce. Um, okay. So I can count it, and I can even put on that information also. And 5+. I'm just simply giving 5+ on Salesforce, source.com. Development.
Venkat, you are given like 7+ years of experience. Like they do ask like, what is your exact how many years do you have
See,
experience?
that's what I'm mentioning here. So 7+ years on IT technology part means that you worked on Java or things earlier. Later on, you cross-trained from that technology to Salesforce. You worked on Salesforce for 5 years. From 2009, you worked on it. Okay,
Okay.
development administration. So you can say involved in which involves I am simply giving out the dot here parenthesis. Now, so you have 7+ years of experience on all phases of SDLC and 5+ on Salesforce development administration. So which involves this particular items: requirement gathering, requirement analysis, design, development, implementation, and enhancements of the projects. Okay, and you're talking about Salesforce customization, Salesforce security management, and everything. So one thing, when you are having resumes with you, I want you to keep the important keywords in bold color. Keep it in bold like this. That's the best practice in the recent days. Most people are doing it. Okay. The important keywords, you can keep it in block letters. Okay. And you said that you have good experience on cloud technology. The cloud technology and on-site infrastructure integration for Salesforce, and yeah, you can leave this off. Simply I can give this elements in Salesforce using can give simply like this. Very good. Well-versed in using Salesforce for.com platform, XML, web services, and third-party packages. Third-party packages means AppExchange packages. Okay. Knowledge in AppExchange applications for integrating with third-party applications. I can simply give AppExchange applications and managing them. Okay. Enabling custom objects with charter feed and leveraging charter feed through API. Some people don't want to use the actual way of charter. They want to build some custom UI and use the charter components with charter API. So there is a separate cheat sheet for charter APIs. So you can you can optimize your pages by using charter API, build some custom VF pages. That's easy to develop. Yeah, I can. So I have already shared this document even in the Salesforce submission which I shared with you. That's called charter cheat sheet, charter API cheat sheet. You can use that to know about charter API. So you were saying that we are using Salesforce Informatica Cloud for data migrations and data loader and import widget for data loading. Apex triggers, classes, and VF pages for custom requirements. Whichever you cannot do in a standard way, you are going with these options. And you have good knowledge on Six Sigma, lean engineering, and capability maturity model. These are all to increase the project performance and decrease the cost of the project and bring out the best product from good methodologies. Okay, this is all project management stuff and optimizing the product from the problems of the customer. Okay, a good understanding of supply chain management, inventory management, and order management applications. Good understanding of AppExchange applications. Yeah, you have done that. So that's the reason I want to remove this particular part. So build demos for pre-built applications in Salesforce AppExchange market to our customers based on their needs. Well acquainted with various testing strategies like functional testing, integration testing, and things, and strong knowledge in gap analysis, SWOT analysis, ROI analysis. So these are all part of some project manager roles also. Gap analysis will tell you what customer is asking, what we built, what is the gap. You can analyze this and you can share this at the end of the project to your customer. Okay. Return on investment, what you are spending on the project and what's the result of that. ROI analysis. These are all you are showing in reports to your customer. Okay, you were saying that you worked on SQL queries and relational databases. I can also say that okay. Uh, you can see that you install SQL because I think you have done some SQL project at least. So means Srinath, your role is very specific, very close to business analyst, project management role, consultant role type of things. The roles and responsibilities what you have. You haven't worked on a technical part on the first project. You can see that you worked as a business analyst. You took some requirement from your customer and you design some solutions, functional documents type of thing. If you're good to go with this, yes, I can use this resume because yeah, that's really good. So business analyst and consultant, this is very close to consultant role of Salesforce. As you are a business analyst, system analyst in the earlier roles, see, this is not the technical part. You are a business analyst in this first role, and later on you are slowly moving towards Salesforce side. In this, you are Salesforce business analyst and administrator. Later on, you are slowly moving to the developing part, developer and admin. Okay, and later on, developer. Later on, the only developer, and later on again developer. Got it? So if you means that's the reason you are seeing very specific some project management roles also at the end of your role summary, okay? And you means you closely work with the business. That's the reason you are demoing them about the AppExchange products, what they can install, where what they can use for making their business or making their customers more uh, optimizable. Okay, means building better apps for their customers by using AppExchange apps like this. So these are all the tools what you're using. Methodology, Scrum, Waterfall, Agile, joint application developments. Okay, and also see Apex Java, good idea on this. And UML tools like VMS Visio for like means you can design the UML things there, and Rational Requisite Pro and Magic Draw UML. So why we use this? When you are the customer, they simply talk about the business things. You have to relate them and you have to bring some data models for your developers for your project that will be used in future project. Means you are working very closely like a consultant. So these resumes will fit like a consultant. So when there is any position related to consultant positions and or I mean solution architects, this resume is easy to pick. Okay, that's a really good role and again easy to manage also. And again, you are very closely moving towards development. That's the reason I bring down the roles from the business analyst to the development slowly. Now you are a developer. The reason why I'm making all the people as developer is there are many job openings for developers. And coming down to consultants and business analysts, yes, there are some positions, but still these positions are very means means there are 30% of positions, but consultant positions will be taken by mostly the US people because they talk more, right? So they feed into consultant roles. Technical roles, most Indians will come into picture. Okay, that's the reason we can do technical things a lot. That's the reason we are closely assigned, and there are a lot of questions for technical developers also. And you are saying that you have good idea about Salesforce reports and dashboard. These are all the tools what you already know. And Excel connector is a tool for connecting your Excel, Microsoft Excel with Salesforce and getting down the data from to your Excel documents. You can simply run out some queries from your Excel, Microsoft Excel also. That's Excel connector. You have to install that Excel connector application in your Microsoft Excel by installing a simple plugin. Databases, you are good at this. Testing tools, yes, you are also taking care about testing also. And you are saying that you have good idea about all the simulation tools. I want to remove this. This is too bad. Means you means not too bad, but you are saying complete stack, end-to-end stack. You have given this roles, packages. No need of putting this stuff. Hardware, No need of putting this stuff. This guy. Uh, yeah, this roles is really good. Means you fit means most projects if they're looking for a business analyst come developer, yes, you are the guy who fits for that role. Okay. And yeah, coming down to T-Mobile, yes, this is a top telecom provider in United States, and you see that you are working with them for implementing um, sales and service modules for their for handling their customers, okay, and products, okay. That's what you're doing here. And what you're doing, we have enhanced T-Mobile CRM solution. We implemented latest service cloud features for this customer, okay. So I want to talk about accounts, leads, opportunities, cases, solutions, knowledge. I'm adding these service cloud features a lot because you have to be more aligned, because that I mentioned in this top of the uh, user specific reports, solutions, knowledge. Okay, and you have good idea about custom objects, tabs, custom components, and VF pages, controllers. Okay, and worked on web services and web service description of these files in to integrate your application with the homegrown applications, means internal applications. If they have internal applications on Java, yes, you are integrating with Java application with Salesforce. Okay, I'm sorry guys if I'm going too late. Okay, I'll take only 5 minutes from now. Okay, and this is the tools what you are using in this system. And coming down to this project, that is Guardian Life. So this is the instance company. So there are a lot of instance customers for Salesforce. This is one of the customer, and you are saying that you have done implemented uh, sales, CR marketing sales. Yeah. So you are implementing marketing, selling, and servicing solutions for your customers. Okay. So we are building. We are configuring, we are customizing and building Salesforce CRM applications. Building. You can leave this. Okay, I'm just modifying a little bit. Building, marketing, selling, and servicing apps for this customer. That's simple, right? For this customer, that's really simple. See, this is the instance company, and you are trying to develop each and everything from say marketing, selling, and servicing, the cycle which I've explained in the previous first days of the classes, creating campaigns and stuff. Okay, but I am trying to configure the things for the industry business. Sorry, for the instance specific business. Means I have to create the fields, everything based on the instance company. What they want to track, I want to show the same things here in the system. So that's the reason I'm showing all the standard automation and configuration stuff, built reports and dashboards for this instance company, case management, lead management, accounts, opportunities, activities, and calendar scheduling calls with your customers for setting up some meetings to make them customers to buy more and more insurance plans for their family and so. Okay. that you are going to deal everything with this part, okay? The CRM system. You have used all these tools for that environment, and before that, after that, before that project, you worked on this Tesco Technologies, which is a technology company which provides hardware tools, wireless devices, broadband network devices, infrastructure devices for companies. These guys will sell these products. They generally manage everything on their Salesforce products page, inventory, and they used to use CRM for selling these products. So these guys are also managing. So when they are manufacturing a product, they need small inventories. They need small parts for that product. They are going to outsource these products to some third-party companies and making these products. Okay, all this stuff. So these guys are providing a lot of communication devices products. Okay, you are managing the products in your system, CRM, selling things, supporting stuff. If they are having any product issues, they can get replacements. All this stuff in Salesforce, the generic CRM. Okay, so they need all the modules. Okay, sales and service modules, strong sales and service modules. That's what I clearly mentioned in these roles. In this, I am clearly mentioning about the business of this along with the roles, which I have used it. Okay, unlike the Salesforce things. Okay. I will do some quick updates about this project. I will add some Salesforce roles and responsibilities inside this. I've added very less roles and responsibilities. I was clearly explaining about the actual work what we have done in this project, gap analysis, and some how things work like this. But I will update this project, okay, after this call. We will add some more rules like I worked on, like means I can add some roles and responsibilities like we have configured some custom objects for inventory management and okay, build some Apex trays and Apex VF pages, custom controllers and triggers and stuff for automation. All this stuff I'll add the roles which are from the previous project. I've also added because most of our roles and responsibilities are same, right? Coming down to this, yes, you saying that you are a consulting. You joined this. This is a consulting partner of Salesforce. You joined this company to help their customers. So when you are working with this company, you might have worked with 2 or 3 customers also. That's what I'm mentioning here. So this is the enterprise solutions provider of Salesforce, and you implemented multiple CRM projects to both 3 customers. So you implemented sales, marketing, and everything. This is what you worked on. This when you're working with this company to their customers, you worked on all these roles and responsibilities. So you designed something. You designed some some functional documents. You designed Apex VF pages, classes, and stuff. So when you're working with consulting companies like Botree or any Cloud Sherpas, they work with multiple customers and they go on working. Okay, you might be working on 2 to 3 projects in this time frame. These are the tools you have used. These are the roles and responsibilities what you have generally done in all these scenarios. So you said that you have integrated your system with NetShoot and even okay, with Boomi tool. Boomi is integration tool which is acquired by Dell. Dell acquired this company. Okay, that's also data integration tool which supports Salesforce integrations also. And before that, you were a Salesforce business analyst in Catalyst RX. This is a pharma company. Means they will be using CRM for selling the products to the hospitals and doctors. Same way you have seen the similar projects in the previous role also. Previous. Okay. Yeah, you guys can drop. Srikanth and Venkat, you guys can drop off from this call. Okay. And I'm going to update the previous roles and responsibilities of this project at Tesco Technologies, where they are providing wireless devices and software. So the roles are not proper here. I will fix that. The roles means I'm not adding new rules. I'm adding the roles which you know from the previous project, like this. related to Salesforce. And coming down to the next project after that, this Bharati project, you are a business analyst here. You are not a technical guy here. You are working, sorry, speaking something. You are working as a business analyst. You worked on portals and you worked on business requirements, taking requirements. You built some data model for them on this project. Okay. Do you want me to keep this in the same way, or do you want me to focus, want to like a .NET developer like this? Tell me, Srinath. The Bharti project. So it's not technical thing. So do you want me to modify this to completely technical side, or that's what the marketer is saying? So don't keep all the projects into Java like this, because keep it different. Make some people as business analysts, make some people as .NET developers, make some people as Java developers like this, make some people as SQL developers also. That's the reason I'm changing different things. You are the only business analyst. I think there are 2 people, the business analysts in this out of 10 people. I'm not saying this is bad. This is the real good position. Business analyst is not a small thing. Anyway, I have to do really quick fixes. So what business analyst will do is he will sit with the customer. He will take the requirements. He will bring the data model to the developers. He will sometimes the Salesforce business analyst, what they will do, right? They will directly create the objects, fields, everything from schema builder directly on their system. In this 2007, 2008 May, you don't have schema builder. You simply use the create objects. You created some tabs. So you created some objects directly by clicking on buttons. No need of there's no schema builder at that point of time, right? So you can't say that I used schema builder in 2008 because they haven't implemented the time. So it's recently launched in 2011 or so. Okay, I have to do some very quick fixes. After doing that, I will talk to you. Okay, again, very small changes. But if you, I think you know really good idea about the customers, what they belongs to, telecom customer or healthcare customer, what you have implemented, right? That's it, guys. I'm closing this call for today, and I want to speak to you again with Srinath for like less than 5 minutes or 10 minutes after finishing this job. Okay,
Okay.
my battery is burning.